Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Coming to you live from the Coach Jerry Mosser Court inside the Gordon Lozier Athletic Center on the campus of Bellevue University. We bring you men's basketball action as the home team Bruins, 3-8 on the season, take on the visiting York University Panthers, who are 4-7 overall. Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast. Just men's action tonight. Women's will be in action on the road there next two contests. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the newest member of our broadcast team, Jimmy Allen. Jimmy, welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, thank you very much, Mick. I'm very excited to be here. We got a great matchup lined up for us tonight. Excited to work alongside you and have another person in the booth this time.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You're a member of 1620 The Zone sports staff there, but tell us a little about your background before we begin tonight's broadcast.
I'm from South Omaha, grew up in the area, just grew up about a block away from what used to be Grace University, so I know all about Bellevue athletics. I've been down near this campus part of my entire life. Very excited to be a part of this broadcast. I've worked at the World Herald for 4 years. Recently, about 4 years ago, got into sports broadcasting. I do a show called After Hours on 1620 The Zone. If you're listening right now, we pre-recorded last night. I'm not in two places at once, but kind of pulling double duty this evening.
Very good. So you've got two SOBs doing the broadcast tonight. South Omaha boys here. We're not being mean or crude or anything, but that's kind of where it is. The Bruins coming into tonight's contest after a 100-40 stomping of Union College last week. The York Panthers coming in after an 88-73 loss to Oklahoma Wesleyan last week as well. The Bruins, part of the North Star Athletic Association, the York University, part of the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference. They spent many years together as fellow conference members in the Midland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and because of that, they've played each other many times. Bellevue leads the overall series, 54 wins against only 7 losses.
You mentioned it. Both these squads have put up 100-point performances this year. York back on November 13th against Faith Bible College, put in the Freeman Center down in York. Put up 100 points in that game. And as you mentioned, Bellevue coming off a 100-point performance of their own. Both these teams like to get out, run, shoot it, and be very athletic on the court.
Let's take a look at some of the individual players who make these teams go. On the season, the Bellevue Bruins averaging 74 points per game, shooting 47% from the floor, 41% from behind the three-point arc, and 74% from the free throw line. Who are some of the individual players who make the Bruins go?
Yeah, when you look across the board, obviously Jaden Phillips coming off that awesome performance against Union College. He had a game-leading 18 points. He gets it done getting off the glass as well with 6 rebounds in that game. I look to him to add a little bit off the bench today.
TJ Fritz will be back in the lineup for the Bruins. He suffered a broken bone in his hand a couple of weeks ago, made a nice recovery. We expect to see him in action this evening as well. Fritz, the leading scorer for the Bruins, 13.6 on the season. Jerome Bynum averaging 13.5. Nigel Wilson, 10.6. And as you mentioned, Jaden Phillips with that great performance last week, just under the 10-point mark at 9.9. Tonight's opponent, the York University Panthers, about a 100-mile drive down Interstate 80 between the Bellevue and York portions here in east central Nebraska. Who are some of the players that make it happen for the Panthers?
Yeah, like you said, the Panthers coming into this game with a 4-7 record after falling to those Oklahoma Wesleyan Cardinals. Are losers of 4 of their last 5. Their Panthers head coach, Tree Burks, he's from Jonesboro, Louisiana, is a native. This is his 3rd season as the head coach, his 7th season overall with the Panthers program. His biggest takeaway this season is task. They got to stay healthy. They haven't been able to have the same starting lineup for 5 games in a row at any point in the season. When you look at Trayvon Dennis, he's going to be a guy that Bellevue's going to have to focus on tonight. He's a 6'5", 185-pound forward from Forward, Texas. His best performance is a 28-point performance. The problem with that is this is their first game, so he's got to get right for these Panthers to look good tonight.
Dennis averaging over 13 points per game on the season. Jaden Henderson, 12.1. Mooch Beal will not be in action today as he is injured. He's another double-digit scorer. And the quartet of double-digit scores for the Panthers, rounded out by Dwight Glover with 10.3. Rebounding, always a big issue for both teams. How do the teams fare on the glass?
And again, we're going to have to take a look back at what Bellevue was able to do with Jaden Phillips, with averaging 5.8 rebounds a game. Had that big rebounding performance against Union. He's going to have another big performance tonight. TJ Fritz being back in this lineup is huge for them. He's the 2nd leading rebounder on this team with 4.4.
And for the Panthers, they've got one guy standing head and shoulders, but he'll be missing tonight. That's Mooch Beal, so they're going to rely upon the next 2 guys.
That's exactly where Bellevue needs to basically make the Panthers look vulnerable tonight with Meachfield not being available. And Trayvon Dennis, their leading scorer, he's going to have to pull double duty grabbing boards tonight as well.
All right, as you look down on the floor, you can see both teams are finishing up their initial warm-up period as we're about a minute or so away from our national anthem and our starting lineups. Ray Quinn, our public address announcer. You'll hear Ray in the background all game long. Again, we want to invite you to be part of our broadcast. Bellevue fans, you know this all season long. Also, York University fans, we invite you to join us tonight. You can send me a text message. My number is 402-515-7654. First, our national anthem.
Starting lineups first for the Panthers of York University. Starting guard, a 6'4" junior from Sacramento, California, number 1, Gene Henderson. At forward, a 6'5" junior from Paris, Texas, number 5, Trayvon Dennis. And another guard, a 5'11" senior from Topeka, Kansas, number 13, Kobe Bonner. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Buffalo, Missouri, number 21, Devin Carroll. And at forward, a 6'7" junior from Hawthorne, New Jersey, number 33, Andrew Bennett. The Panthers are coached by head coach Trey Burks in his 3rd season, assisted by Corey Slaughter, Jeremiah Ayart, and Brian Gilchrist. And now the starting lineup for your Bellevue University Bruins. Starting at guard, 6'3" junior from Manhattan, Kansas, number 2, DJ Fritz. At forward, a 6'5" senior from Belkin, Arkansas, number 5, Makeem Loudermill. At guard, a 6'1" junior from Concord, California, number 11, Christian Carter. And another forward, a 6'6" forward from Phoenix, Arizona, number 15, Liam Thompson. And at guard, a 6' senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 25, Jerome Bynum. Bruins are coached by head coach Lucas Gabriel in his 5th season, assisted by Nate Geiser and Aaron Havis. It's time to play ball.
All right, thanks once again to Ray Quinn. Ready for the opening tip-off. Bruins in the white uniform with gold trim. The visiting Panthers in royal blue with white. Opening tip controlled by the Panthers. We are underway with Bellevue basketball. Across the timeline, Kobe Bond, their senior, with the basketball. Guarded out top by Liam Thompson. Perimeter passing over near the Bruin bench. Drive to the basket, pass inside. Nice anticipation by TJ Fritz. He'll get the steal, but then he'll lose his balance, and the ball will go back. I'm going to say a foul on the play.
Scary moment there for Fritz. A guy that's just coming back from the bench after an injury, going down hard like that, checked his hand. Obviously going to be a little bit of in the back of his mind tonight every time he touches the ball or the floor.
Andrew Bennett will pick up his first personal foul. First foul of the game for either team. Here's Fritz. Handle it to Liam Thompson. Redshirt freshman out of Arizona. He'll give it back to Fritz. Sets for 3. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Tracked down in the corner by Jaden Henderson.
You love to see that injured guy get back on the court, shooting it right away and trying to find a rhythm.
Bounce pass inside again. Good defense by the Bruins. This time it's Christian Carter who'll get the steal. Gives it over to Fritz. Bellevue back on the offensive end. Trying to transition from defense to offense. Christian Carter, head fake, drive, leave behind for Thompson. 1 minute has gone by in the opening 20-minute half. Makeem Loudermill with the basketball. Across to Jerome Bynum. The Bruins will reset with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Bynum on the drive right side. Kick out pass. Carter, three-point attempt. Swoops off the rim. Thompson there with the offensive board. Fresh 20 seconds on the clock. Here's Bynum on the drive right side off the glass. Too short. Again, the rebound tracked down by Jaden Henderson.
A little bit of contact there. Bynum probably had an argument for a foul call.
Shot from the corner off the mark on the attempt by Trevon Dennis. Still goose eggs on both sides of the scoreboard as we've gone a minute and a half in tonight's contest. Fritz inside the Loudermill. McKeem, nice spin move, but double team. A shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Thompson battling for the rebound. Instead, it comes away into the hands of Andrew Bennett.
York making a good switch there. Kobe Bonner, 5'11", was on Liam Thompson the last possession. 5'11", taking on 6'6", usually doesn't go well.
Once again, here's Henderson, point guard with the basketball, working against Thompson. Left-hand driving the lane, loses control. The third turnover of the game already against the Panthers. Bruins on the run. Here's Christian Carter. Shot too strong off the glass. No good. Rebound to Devin Carroll. Still zeros on the scoreboard. Quick release three-point shot. That one's no good. Off the mark on the attempt by Devin Carroll. Whistle blows on the battle for the rebound. It's going to go against the Bruins. Christian Carter picks up his first personal foul. Inbound play for the Panthers.
Yeah, Christian almost got away with a little bit of an armbar there. The referee caught it at the last minute.
Jump shot from the baseline. That one's up and in. First basket of the night goes to Jaden Henderson, the junior out of Sacramento, California.
That's big for York. He's one of their main keys to this offense. Getting him going early is going to be important.
Here's Jerome Bynum. Over to Liam Thompson just behind the free throw line. Nice entry pass to McKeem Loudermill. Loudermill shot distracted inside by Trevon Dennis.
Andrew Bennett, all of 6'7", number 33 down low, is causing problems for Bellevue right now.
Another turnover of McKeem Loudermill on the breakaway off the assist from T.J. Fritz. The Bruins' first basket of the night ties it at 2.
That's huge. You had to turn one of those turnovers into points eventually for this Bruins team.
4 turnovers already against the Panthers, none for the Bruins. Again, a quick release shot off the mark on the attempt from Devin Carroll, a sophomore from Buffalo, Missouri. Bruins trying to get the lead. Here's Liam Thompson, bounce pass inside. McKeem Loudermill looking for a teammate to come around to his assistance. Guarded closely by Trevon Dennis, so we're going to have a whistle. And a 5-second violation against the Bruins. First turnover of the night.
Jerome Bynum's had 2 wide open looks from the right side of the key. You want to see him at least take one of those here. Next time he gets that shot, I'm sure that's what coach is going to tell him coming over to the bench right now.
2 fresh bodies into the game for the Bruins, Jaden Phillips and Nigel Wilson.
You've seen the problem down low with Andrew Bennett. They're bringing in Jaden Phillips, kind of counteract the size down low, and you see it early.
Offensive foul across the way. That's going to go against Kobe Bonner, using that elbow to try to clear off some space.
Bonner's got the size advantage from a weight standpoint. Jaden Phillips gave up 0 inches in position underneath the post.
Devondre Mayfield checks in for the Panthers. Mayfield, a 6'5" junior out of Fort Worth, Texas.
I look for the Bruins to go to Phillips down low here to kind of get him going early, maybe on a rim run here, and see if they can get this offense in some kind of rhythm.
Fritz, entry pass to Nigel Wilson. Nice touch on the pass. 2 assists tonight for Fritz. As Nigel Wilson, his first basket of the evening. Bruins with a 4-2 lead.
Interesting there. They switched Bonner off of Phillips. We'll see if that matchup continues later in this game.
Dribble drive by Trevon Dennis into the lane. Fadeaway jump shot off the side of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound is won by Fritz. He'll lead the breakaway for the Bruins. Nigel Wilson with a nice step and catch near the paint, working inside, kick back outside. Bruins will reset on offense. Halfway through the shot clock. Carter on the drive, nothing there down the baseline. Shot from the corner, up and in from three-point land. Jaden Phillips, his first basket. 5-point lead for the Bruins. Panthers got the opening bucket. Bruins on a 7-0 run since. And there's going to be a palming violation, another turnover against the Panthers. 6 turnovers thus far through the first 4.5 minutes. Timeout on the floor with 15:32 remaining in the first half. It's Bellevue 7, York 2. What's impressed you so far about the Bruins? What's impressed you so far about the Panthers?
Yeah, this addition of Nigel Wilson into the floor has obviously been something that they saw on the sideline that they needed some help with. Andrew Bennett, big 6'7", north of 250 pounds, center down low, has been causing spacing issues for the Bruins on this offense, despite Bellevue leading the turnover margin right now. It's going to be interesting to see how they're able to run the floor when those turnovers aren't happening.
A couple of text messages in the queue. First one tonight, go baby, TJ Fritz from the 719 area code. Again, that text message number, if you want to join us, 402-515-7654. Caleb Chang, Raiden Groby check in for the Bruins during that stoppage of play.
Big time size advantage right now for the Bruins on the floor. They went with their big lineup. York staying in their small ball lineup here.
Jaden Phillips kind of got caught in between, whether to dribble or shoot, puts the shot up, no good. Gets the offensive rebound, out to Fritz, no good. Battle for the board, controlled by the Panthers, into the hands of Devondre Mayfield.
Out of contact there. Phillips took kind of an elbow to the back of his head.
Bounce pass inside again. The Bruin defenders in the passing lanes come up with another turnover. Here's TJ Fritz. Bruins have a 3-on-3. Chang, the trailer, thought about it, pulls it back out. Jaden Phillips will reset it at the point. Chang over near the Panther bench across the way.
Wilson keeps getting a good look at the rim with a free run, and they finally get it down inside to him. Nice spin move.
With the left hand off the glass, Nigel Wilson, his second basket of the night.
He has had that available since he touched the court. They got to keep going to that.
7-point lead for the Bruins. Drive, fadeaway jump shot on the left side lane, no good, off the miss by Dwight Glover. Chang splits defenders, but then has it stripped from behind. Defensive play made there by the Panthers. Quickly head up the floor comes DJ Leaks. Inside, Bruins trying to play help defense. Shot no good. Again, defense forcing an awkward shot.
Nigel Wilson is just having his way with whatever he wants right now. Number 14 for Bellevue has looked impressive so far.
Setting the screen out there for Fritz. Fritz tries to get it to him, but deflected inside. Rare turnover for the Bruins on the break down the floor. Count the basket by Trevon Dennis.
That's where you see Fitz missing that time on the court. He obviously a little out of transition with his teammates there. Got to get that figured out. Can't dribble into triple coverage like that.
Remarkable. He's only missed a couple of weeks of the season with that broken bone in his hand. I talked to him a couple of weeks ago. He's got a screw and a plate in his hand to help hold it together. Shot off the mark.
He's a gamer. He wants it.
Glover with the basketball. Now the lead for Dennis. Fakes one way, goes the other way. Shot no good. Again, the rebound to Nigel Wilson. And the Bruins have another offensive possession as we near the 13-minute mark of the first half. Chang with the basketball over to Fritz. TJ turns, shoots, rattles but won't go down. Rebound pulled down.
Barely missed that one. That one rimmed out really late.
DJ Leaks with the rebound, brings the ball up the floor, tries to do it all himself. Pass inside again, tied up inside. Possession arrow will point to the Bellevue Bruins.
Great effort there by Christian Carter to cause that turnover. He gave up the spacing but made up for it when he grabbed the ball.
Now 8 turnovers on the game for York. That's been one of the stories of the game.
Yeah, it's been the story. I mean, surprisingly, Bellevue's only been able to cash in 9 points, only 2 of those coming from those turnovers. You got to make them pay for it here on this possession.
Here's Raiden Groby with the basketball. Raiden brings it across the timeline. Groby from just up the road in Avoca, Iowa. In his hands once again. Over to Liam Thompson, a little further away out of Arizona.
Yeah, he ain't making that drive in one day.
Chang with the basketball, one of the Californians on the squad inside the Thompson. Shot off the glass, moving down the left side of the lane with the right hand.
Great layup.
Back to a 7-point lead for the home team. Drive down the lane, kind of out of control. Offensive rebound pulled down by Wale Ondidi. He'll head to the free throw line as he is fouled by one of the Bruins. Are going to say on the rebound.
Ondidi's 6'9". A little bit of shove there. Some frustration growing from these Bruins not being able to put up more than 11 with 8 minutes into this game.
So not a shooting foul. Inbounds play into the hands of Devondre Mayfield. He'll give it off to Dwight Glover. Glover on the drive into traffic. Shot up, shot off the mark, but 2 free throws upcoming for Glover. Glover, a senior out of Atlanta, Georgia.
And shooting 2 for the Panthers.
Jaden Phillips is getting a little chippy down there. I like that. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Liam Thompson picks up his first personal foul on the play. 3 team fouls against the Bruins. First free throw up and a little bit short. The shooting woes continue for the Panthers.
They just keep finding the front end of this rim. Not strong enough shots right now for these York Panthers.
Only 20% from the floor thus far. 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Make it 1 for 2.
Just like Jim Hawkins used to do.
These Bruins are 3-0 when shooting over 51 shots in a game. You'd like to see them get out and run a little bit. They seem a little hesitant tonight. Surprising with how quickly they've been playing these last few games.
The largest margin of victory in the era of Lucas Gabriel. There's a nice pass inside from Loudermill to Thompson. Again, the Bruins making a good number of assisted baskets.
Thompson perfectly positioned his body in front of that basket to make that happen. What a great find.
Foul called on the play against Wale Ondidi. His first personal foul, third team foul against the Panthers.
Ondidi stays out of the court. No surprise that Nigel Wilson comes back in to counter that big guy's size.
It's number 25, Bynum.
Jerome Bynum taking the ball across the timeline here, looking inside, looks downsize for that size. Wilson dribbles in, hook shot is up. Rims in and finds a way to go for Nigel Wilson.
Friendly roll off the back of the iron for Wilson.
You can get those at home.
4 points now for Nigel thus far tonight. Another whistle to step on the baseline on the drive to the basket. So another turnover. That makes it double digits on turnovers against the Panthers. Not what their head coach, Tree Brooks, wants to see his team perform.
Devin Carl, number 22 for the Panthers, very frustrated after that possession. We'll see if they can keep their composure.
Jerome Bynum brings it across the timeline, and we've got
That's going to be charged for the Bruins. Number 11, Carter, his second.
Chris Carter picks up the offensive foul. Swinging the elbow, I guess, was the call on that play over near the scorer's bench.
If they say so, I didn't see that, but okay.
Officials trying to keep a tight check on tonight's contest.
TJ Fritz was a little frustrated with himself about something there. We'll see what that was all about.
Jalen Henderson with the basketball, gives it off to Devondre Mayfield. Back to Henderson on the drive. That goes off the hands. Too hot inside on the pass to Mayfield. Hate to beat a dead horse on this one, but again, the turnovers continue to pile up.
Right. We can be homers tonight. Yeah, that's okay. We're on the right call for that.
Bruins back on the offensive end. 10 seconds through the 30-second shot clock.
I'd love to see him get the ball back to Wilson here and let him work. There it is.
Bruins clear out. Nigel instead gives it the pass and sets the screen. Give and go play, and there's going to be a foul whistle against the Panthers for the hold on the play, not allowing Nigel Wilson to break free.
Great foul there by the Panthers because he had free reign. There was nothing but air in front of him on his way to the basket.
Wale Ondidi picks up his second personal foul. Both squads with 4 team fouls as we have 10.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Trayvon Dennis comes in his absence. We'll see if Wilson takes advantage here.
The little baby hook by Nigel Wilson. That time does not get the friendly roll on the rim. DJ Leak setting it up on offense for the Panthers.
Leak's got away with one. He just stepped out of bounds there. They didn't see it.
Good defense by the Bruins once again. Forces the Panthers into a tough shot. Nigel Wilson with the block inside. Quickly ahead, Bruins on the run. Jerome Bynum has it stripped, but he'll go to the free throw line for shots.
That's what I want to see for the rest of this game. I want to see the Bruins out running in transition. That's where they're the most dangerous. And right now, these Panthers can't keep up with them.
Cam Clarney will pick up his first personal foul. Timeout on the floor with 10:09 remaining in the first half. The Bellevue Bruins 15, the York University Panthers 5, a 10-point lead for the home team. All right, a couple more text messages. Let's get to them. Groby Grands watching from Oakland, Iowa. Love our number 10. Let's go Bruins. And a nice purple heart emoji. One more in here. Liam's grandparents are cheering on in Scottsdale, Arizona. Let's go Bruins. And another purple heart emoji. That's been the popular emoji of the night. Again, if you'd like to join us via the text message, whether you're a Bellevue fan or a York fan, 402-515-7654.
To the Thompson family, feel free to send some of that Scottsdale weather this way. We wouldn't be too mad at you in December.
Temperature only into the upper 30s today. We're expecting some decent weather. By decent, I mean 40s and maybe 50 over the next couple of days.
We'll take 31 around Christmas time. That's perfectly fine. A couple numbers here right now. You mentioned it. The Panthers just struggling from the field, just 2 of 11 right now. The Bruins 7 of 18. 4 of those shots coming while in transition. That's where, if you're Bellevue, you need to live tonight. These Panthers just seem to be frustrated, not able to keep up athletically with running the court.
Jerome Bynum will be at the free throw line. Jerome redshirted last year, the 6-foot senior out of Chicago, Illinois.
Despite this big lead, this is Bellevue's first free throw attempts of the night.
Off the back of the rim, no good. Bynum, a really good free throw shooter, 89% on the season. We can't blame the announcer's jinx for that, as I said it after he missed the shot.
That's a good point. Good point. Cover ourselves.
If he misses this one, blame me. Yeah, he doesn't. All right.
He needed you to say it beforehand. It was the opposite of the announcer's
There
jinx.
we go. 11-point lead, largest of the night for the Bruins. Dangerous pass across the timeline into the hands of Dwight Glover.
Interesting adjustment there. The Bruins come out in a press to start that after that timeout.
Henderson trying to look inside. Defense not allowing the entry pass. Rhino Hernandez, first time into the game for him.
Jaden Phillips, a little bit of switch here defensively. He was lining up at the 3 defensively in the last possession. Comes out to 4 there around the elbow.
Glover with the missed shot. Jaden Phillips comes down with the board. Tries to run once again.
Nigel Wilson calling for the ball there. He likes what he's seeing at the rim.
Phillips with a couple of head and shoulder shakes at top. Bruins will reset. Here's Bynum.
Good look.
Fritz for 3. Off the mark on that one. The rebound.
That's the shot you want, though, if you're TJ Fritz.
Drive to the basket. Again, good defense by the Bruins. A late whistle. The drive to the basket by Devondre Mayfield. Nigel Wilson on defense, but he'll be called for the foul on the play. 5th team foul, first personal.
Getting back on defense there, TJ looked down at his hands, kind of shook his head, obviously still adjusting to that plate in his hand, kind of coming back from it.
Devondre Mayfield at the free throw line, the junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, a 50% free throw shooter on the season. As a team, the Panthers shoot 69% from the free throw line. Back in comes Raiden Groby, Makeem Loudermill, and Caleb Chang.
Mayfield is one of 5 Texans on this roster for the Panthers.
Panthers, a lot of Texans. The Bruins, a lot of Californians on the squad.
And each with a healthy dose of Nebraskans. So.
That's right. You get a geography lesson, you know, every time you do an NAIA contest. 9 minutes plus a few seconds remaining in the first half. Caleb Chang, hey, nobody near me, I might as well shoot. Off the mark, but tracks down his rebound, but dribbles on the line. Couldn't quite get there in time.
Great hustle by Caleb trying to get there. The ball just gave an unfriendly roll outside the stripe.
Bruins man-to-man defense the entire game so far. Quick look by Hernandez over to his head coach, Tree Burks, what he wants to do in terms of an offensive set this time down. Around the corner comes Henderson. He'll put up the shot, nothing but net. Jaden Henderson.
That's just York's 3rd field goal made out of 13 shots so far in this game.
5 points for Henderson. He leads his team with half the points. Bruins back on offense. Phillips dribbles, pulls up, kicks back out. Fritz against the double team, regains the basketball handle. Chang inside, awkward shot. Good defense on the play inside to deny the shot with 1 second left on the shot clock. Jaden Phillips with the dagger.
Looks over at the York bench and lets him know how many points that shot was worth. Holds up 3 fingers and gets back on defense.
Phillips now with 6 points on the night for the home team. Pass inside the basket. Nice pass by Henderson to Glover on the assist to made basket. Lead whittled down to 7 points. Double digits for a good chunk of the last several minutes.
Jaden Groby had a wide open look at the basket. They're kind of surprised they didn't get it to him.
Groby on the pass inside. A little miscommunication turns to a turnover. Quickly down the floor come the Panthers. Another nice assist to basket. Glover on the assist. The basket by Trevon Dennis. Timeout called by Lucas Gabriel with 7:25. He doesn't like the turn over the last minute or so. Bruins 19, Panthers 14.
That was just a heads-up play by Dennis there. He had the numbers on the left side of the basket, faked it to the right side, fooled the defense, came back left side for an easy one-on-one basket. The difference right now in this game for Bellevue is the turnovers, but it's Nigel Wilson's ability down low right now. 3 of 4 from the field. He's also got 4 rebounds in the night, and he's tied with Jaden Phillips. They both have 6 to lead the Bruins this early in this game.
The Panthers also with a rebounding advantage early in the game. 13 boards to 11 for the Bruins. Both teams doing a pretty good job, though, on the defensive glass. Not a lot of second chance opportunities tonight.
He picked up a couple fouls early. Kind of surprised we haven't seen Andrew Bennett come back in the game. He was kind of the difference for what York was successful with early in this game.
Now York University, formerly known as York College, they made that switch in 2022, I believe. So if I say York College, you'll have to forgive me. That's what I'm used to saying. Fritz turns the corner out to Bynum. Driving in the lane, shot clock down to 3. Fritz with 2 seconds on the shot clock knocks it down. The Bruins with buzzer beaters for 3-pointers last couple of times down.
Some words of encouragement for the student section here at the Lozier Center as well.
Shot from behind the free throw line, off the mark on the attempt by Henderson. Thompson with the board. The Bruins back on offense, trying to get it back up into double digits if they can't. Nigel Wilson to the basket. He'll be fouled. 2 free throws upcoming. Again, a nice play by the Bruins on trying to assist their teammate. Bynum with the potential assist. Nigel Wilson will head to the line.
Coach Gabriel pointed right at Thompson when he came off, or excuse me, Wilson when he came off the bench. You have to wonder if that's the play that was drawn up in the huddle and they're in that timeout.
Wilson on the free throw makes the first. 58% free throw shooter on the season. Bruins as a team shooting it at 74% from the charity stripe. And both free throws converted by Nigel.
That's just the 4th free throws of the night for the Bruins. Press back on for Lucas Gabriel's team right now.
Nigel, the junior out of Arizona. Drive to the basket, denied by Wilson, and then blocked out of bounds on the swat on the attempt by Rhino Hernandez.
I don't know Rhino Hernandez personally, but I'm going to suggest not to do that one again. A little bit of a disadvantage there with Nigel Wilson being a whole 6'7" compared to Hernandez's 5'10".
And that's kind of charitable, I believe, at 5'10".
I wasn't.
Baseline floater, no good. The rebound following suit after the miss. A good work by Henderson inside. The kick out pass shot for 3, short, no good. Thompson with the board for the Bruins.
Can't fault Trayvon Dennis for that one. That was a wide open, great looking shot. Looked like it was going to go in.
Thompson with 4 rebounds. Wilson also with 4 rebounds. They're the top 2 Bruins in that category. Drive by Bynum, pull up jump shot. Touch on the rim, no good. Kept alive inside. Panthers come away with the board.
I don't mind that shot. That's the first time in 3 possessions the Bruins haven't got late in the shot clock.
Lost the handle on the drive, did Trayvon Dennis. Quickly ahead, Jerome Bynum spin move to the left. That one's going to be a goaltending against Dwight Glover. So credit the basket to Jerome Bynum.
What a possession by TJ Fritz there. Gets that steal and then the assist down the court to count that basket. He's looking a little more comfortable as this game goes on with 5:38 left to play in this first half.
McKean Loudermill back into the game for the Bruins. McKean, the 6'5" senior out of Falcon, Arkansas.
The only Arkansas native on this team.
The women's team has an Arkansas player too, so. Nice bounce pass inside. Delay, however, no good. The follow-up is good, however. Credit Rhino Henderson. We were just commenting on his 5'10" status. He got the offensive board and rebound and basket on that play.
I'm never going to fault anybody for the effort, but Jerome Bynum probably needs to let that one go. He was beat to the basket, was late.
Bynum picks up his first personal foul. Each team now with 6 team fouls. Back in comes Devin Carroll, excuse me, the sophomore from Buffalo, Missouri. And the conventional 3-point play converted.
Panthers have calmed down here after that slew of turnovers. They haven't turned the ball over in 6 minutes.
Checking in is number 15,
9-point lead for the Bruins. 5 minutes and 18 seconds go before our halftime break. Bruins back on offense. Bellevue shooting 40% from the floor. That's about 7 ticks below their season average. Here's Wilson again, a one-on-one opportunity. Back out to the top of the key for the reset. Single digits on the shot clock. TJ Fritz, the release, and it goes.
He's finding his shot as this game goes on.
Couple little woggles inside the rim and finally falls through for TJ Fritz. 6 points on the night.
He let the official know that was 3, by the way.
With the dribble, Jared Henderson, pull-up shot for 3. That one Couple waggles and it falls out.
Last possession was the first time we see these Panthers give backside help when Nigel Wilson was down underneath the basket. We'll see if that happens again on this possession.
Bynum to Fritz, three-pointer from the corner. That time just a little bit short. Henderson clears the rebound and heads up the floor.
TJ was feeling that one. The roof might have went off this place if he buried another one.
Neither team wasting any time getting the ball down the floor and getting into their offense. That shot off the mark, slapped out of bounds after the miss by Mayfield. Bruins will have possession of the basketball.
Lucas Garber had something to say there, and Nigel Wilson probably wondered why he didn't get his hands up on that shot.
Raiden Groby and Caleb Chang back in for the Bruins. Dwight Glover back in for the Panthers. 14 teams part of the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference, including York University. 7 teams comprise the North Star Athletic Association, including the Bellevue Bruins.
Last time Caleb Chang was in the game, there's a lot more ball movement. It looks like that's going to be the case here. You want to get that extra pass in if you're Bellevue right now.
Bodies on the floor. TJ Fritz with the hustle gets the ball back for the Bruins. Shot clock continues to go down as it did not hit the rim. Chang with the basketball. Pull-up shot. Caleb Chang just a little bit short. The rebound brought down by Carroll.
Caleb looked at the rim for the logo, and I kind of wanted to see him shoot it.
Contact made on the drive to the basket by Dwight Glover.
You have to give TJ Fritz all the love in the world right now. Going down to the, we know he's got that plate in his hand, going down to get another ball off the court. A little slow to get up, looking back at his hand. You hope he's just okay.
No fear in his body at all. Second personal foul against Caleb Chang on that last play. 1-on-1 situation for Dwight Glover. He hits the first. Kind of a lavender pink color on the shoes of Dwight Glover. He'll win our Shiny Shoes Award tonight.
Yeah, he has probably the only shiny shoes on his entire team, so hats off to him for that.
A dab of orange across the way on somebody there on the bench too, but we'll go with Glover. Shot up, that one also good.
Trayvon Dennis got a little bit of shot in his too. I'll give him that.
29-19 our score, 3.5 remaining in the half. Here's Jaden Phillips, nice head fake down to the baseline. Across the way to Loudermill, back to Phillips, again heads to that right baseline. Again back to Loudermill, a little deja vu action out here. Wilson threats the high screen. Caleb Chang with the basketball, steps inside the line, gets it to Wilson. Shot clock down to 6 for the Bruins. Phillips, wrist shot, won't go down. Rebound brought down by Kobe Bonner. Contact made, no foul call. Again, the Panthers get the ball down the floor quickly. Bonner, the pass to the corner, may have gotten away with the travel. Bonner puts the shot up. That one's off the front of the rim into the hands of Nigel Wilson, who'll collect another rebound. Now 5 on the game.
That 2-3-2 zone that we just saw York get into has been causing some problems these last 3 possessions for Bellevue. They're jumping back into it right here now, too.
Trying to get inside. Great pass inside to Nigel Wilson off the assist from Raiden Groby. Didn't have a big margin of error. That one got it right where it needed to be.
That has been there all night. They got to exploit that.
Panthers back with the basketball. Glover on the drive, swatted away by Makeem Loudermill. Shot is good, however, swatted away into the hands of Kobe Bonner.
You hate to see that basket go in. McKean put in so much effort in that block. You'd like to see that possession get a turnover there.
First basket of the evening for Bonner. 31-22 our score. 2:10 remaining. Here's Raiden Groby. Again, looking inside to Wilson. Now Phillips with the basketball. Wilson comes up for the screen. Phillips on the drive. Off the glass, too strong. Rebound brought down by Dennis.
Bellevue, not a lot of success when they get that deep into the shot clock. I'd like to see the ball moving a little bit more quicker shots here.
Jaden Phillips comes away with the steal.
You got the numbers, you got to run it.
Bounce pass inside to Wilson. Turn around to Loudermill. Nice play by the Bruins big man inside. Wilson with the assist. Loudermill with the bucket.
I think Nigel just wanted to get an assist in for this game. He could have taken that shot if he wanted it.
First basket for McKean tonight. 1:30 to go in the half.
They'll go to the locker room at half and say, see, coach, I pass it.
Glover, guarded by Groby, gets Groby in the air. Wilson tries to come over to help out. Raiden with the rebound. Across the way, Tree Burks asking for a foul on the play. Contact down on the Bruins end as well. That one will go out of bounds off the Panthers' hands. So Bellevue with the basketball on the inbounds play.
Great defense, or great discipline by McKean there. He almost grabbed the ball while he was standing out of bounds. Had enough wherewithal to look down to see where the line was.
Caleb Chang will enter the pass here, the junior out of Fremont, California. That's up near the San Francisco area.
It is cold there today.
Inside, nice job by McKeem to back down his defender and get that easy look inside.
Big time size advantage there for Lattimore. Great job taking advantage of that. Laudermill, excuse me.
6 points for McKeem. Under a minute to go. Drive to the basket by Leaks. Draws a couple of defenders. Play kept alive in the corner. Shot from the top of the key for three-point land. That was no good. Loudermill quickly ahead to Raiden Groby. Raiden will hold for his teammates. About a 10-second differential between game clock and shot clock here. Let's see if the Bruins try to run down some time on the clock to deny much opportunity for the Panthers.
This is where they've struggled late in the shot clock. We'll see if they're more successful in this possession when they have to be.
Shot clock down to 7. Chang working around the high screen. Over to the corner with 2 seconds left. It's Jaden Phillips. Shot no good, but off the hand into the corner. Nice play kept alive by Leaks. 8 seconds. Panthers with the basketball.
You're going to get late in the shot clock. That's probably the guy you want taking the shot.
And a whistle blows on the shot by DJ Leaks. Jaden Phillips will be called for the foul. You just kind of want to let that one go probably. So 3 free throws upcoming for Leaks.
You love the effort he's given there, but a guy that's taking a 40-footer, you probably just want to give him that one.
Halfway between the three-point line and the half-court line. That's a low percentage shot for just about anybody.
Tell you what, he makes that one, you just give it to him.
First free throw is good by DJ. Second free throw is also good. 9/10 of a second left, so the Bruins not much opportunity to do anything with it. May be able to get a heave off the mark. Here's the heave by Wilson up near the rafters. Came relatively close, but that doesn't count. We are at halftime. Our score, the Bellevue Bruins 35, the York Panthers 24.
Free throws the difference in this game right now. Those Panthers 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Bellevue has only taken 4 free throw shots at this point. They're 3 for 4 from the charity stripe.
Those turnovers still continue to be blatantly in favor of the home team. 13 turnovers against York, 5 against the Bruins. So Lucas Gabriel has to be real happy with the way his team has handled the basketball. 14 points off those turnovers as opposed to only 4 points. So again, you're talking about a game in double digits. Those are the free throws and the turnovers are the 2 most significant categories so far.
Nigel Wilson, the Arizona native, has been taking advantage of his size difference down low. He's 6'9". He's shown it tonight. 10 points. He leads all scorers for Bellevue.
Take us through some of the other stats there, please, Jimmy.
Yeah, when you look at what Bellevue's been able to do, they've had those turnovers. They haven't been able to take advantage of points off turnovers. Just 7 off of 13 7 points off 13 turnovers tonight. Lucas Gabriel's team's got to be better about that right now. York not able to find the bottom of the basket from three-point land. Just 2 of 9. Bellevue's gotten shots up. They've made 2 more than York has tonight. They're 4 of 16 from the three-point stripe.
39% shooting for the Bruins, 25% shooting for the Panthers. So that's going to win a lot of games for the Bruins. So good defense accounting for a lot of that pressure defense, forcing a lot of turnovers and some errant shots, especially early in the game for the Panthers. A quick check of some of the individual scoring for the visiting Panthers. A couple of guys with 5 points apiece. That's Henderson and Glover. 4 points for Dennis, 3 points apiece for Hernandez and Bonner, and 2 points apiece for Mayfield and Leaks. Let's get the Bellevue scores so far.
Yeah, like I said, Nigel Wilson leads all scorers right now at 10 points. TJ Fritz, we've seen him feel a little more comfortable from the three-point line. He's got 6 points with 2 free throws. Markeem Lattimore getting it done on the defensive side of the ball, but he's also got 6 points as well. Jaden Phillips has 6. Then Liam Thompson and Jerome Bonner running it out with 4 and 3 points respectively.
You mentioned Nigel Wilson with 10 points, but also big 6 rebounds. Leads all people in that category as well.
Yeah, and that's really been the story of this game right now is York turning the ball over, but also Bellevue's size advantage right now has really made up the difference between what is going right and what is going wrong for Bellevue. And when you have that size advantage, you can make up for mistakes and play a little sloppy and foul guys from 60 feet away if you have the ability to out-rebound the other team.
One more text message in the queue before we take our halftime breaks. Go Nigel, number 14. Get that win, Bruins. Heart emojis, basketball emojis. That comes from Deborah, Nigel's mom, listening in Arizona. We're glad you're with us tonight, Deborah. And thanks to everybody for joining us tonight on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. One
Deborah,
more
your
time.
Your son's having a hell of a game, too.
That's right. 402-515-3220. 765-4 is the number if you'd like to send along your greetings in the second half. Student activities on the floor right now. We're going to take a couple-minute break to get a drink, and we'll be back with about 3 or 4 minutes to go before we begin the second half. Jimmy Allen and Mick Krupski back behind the microphones. Keep it right here for more on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network.
No touching the ground, only this.
Welcome back to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. We are at halftime of the men's basketball contest. The Bruins lead it by a score of 35-24. Mick Krupski and Jimmy Allen back behind the microphones with you. Tip of the cap to Logan Grant, doing double duty tonight, cameraman and producer here. So thanks, Logan, for all of your help once again.
Producer extraordinaire.
There we go. No, don't. It'll go to his head. Then he won't be able to fit the catcher's mask on. So.
You know, if you'd like, we can ask everybody to stand up, giving you applause. I think you've earned it so far.
First half was pretty much dominated by the Bruins. 11-point lead at our halftime break. We've talked about how the turnovers influence the game. We talked about how the shooting percentage influence the game so far. Jimmy, what do you look for maybe here in the early going of the second half that might be key to the contest?
You're one of our lovely listeners that have texted in tonight saying Purple Hearts. The one thing you should maybe be concerned about is those Panthers switched to that 2-3-2 zone, and they really seemed to have it causing problems for this Bellevue offense late in that first half. And Bellevue kind of got into some late shot clock situations there and just never looked comfortable in rhythm that last 5 minutes. You hope that kind of isn't the case here. You want to see them get out, play fast, and get in transition.
At 39%, that's 8 percentage points below their season average shooting from the floor. It was higher than that for a while, but that 2-3 zone defense gave them a few difficulties. 25% to 44%. That's tonight's shooting versus season shooting for the Panthers. So you would have to think at some point they're going to come out of that funk.
Yeah, and one of the positive things you want to talk about right now is TJ Fritz is shooting three-pointers, and he had that scary moment at the with about 4 minutes to go in that first half where he fell to the ground, got it kind of clenching his left hand and kind of shook it off. Good to see him back out there shooting and looking comfortable.
Let's take a quick look at some of the other basketball action coming up this week. Women's action, 2 games upcoming for Bellevue. On Thursday night, the Bruins travel up to Sioux City, Iowa. They'll take on the Briar Cliff Chargers out of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. And then a crosstown rivalry on Saturday afternoon as they head over to the College of St. Mary in Omaha for a battle against the Flames.
Do they put you on the private jet for those away games?
Yeah, you know, it's okay. Zoom and you're there.
Making sure Ed's taking care of you.
After tonight's game against York, the Bellevue men will next play on Saturday in Sioux City against Morningside University of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. So a lot of road trips up to Sioux City for the Bruins upcoming, one for the men and one for the women.
We'll hope this 30-plus, 40-plus weather sticks around for safe travels for these Bruins teams.
All right, we are just about ready to get underway with the second half. The York University Panthers will have the opening possession. Again, York in the royal blue uniforms, Bellevue in the home white.
Andrew Bennett, 33 for York, was causing a lot of problems early in this game for Bellevue. He got in foul trouble. We didn't see him for a lot of the remainder of that first half. He's back out there for these Panthers.
And we are underway with the second 20-minute half of tonight's action. Here we go. Trevon Dennis has a turnover as we begin the second half, similar to what we did in the first, a turnover against the Panthers. Bruins try to take advantage. Christian Carter, the shot from the corner, three-point land, couple of touches on the rim, but it won't go down.
Hakeem Latimer's length inside has caused problems for these passing lanes for York tonight. He's been all over the place defensively.
First time into the game tonight, Andrew Bennett, second time into the game after his initial start. Three-point shot on its way, no good. Bennett against 2 Bellevue Bruins, and a foul's going to be called. Bennett, a sturdy guy inside.
Took two Bruins down with him.
Hakeem Loudermill will come away with his first personal foul, first team foul of the second half.
Wow, I can't believe they called that on Bellevue. Bennett double armbarred guys, look at the ground. Somehow that didn't go against him.
Open look from the baseline. Instead passed up and a drive, no good.
Fantastic
on
job
the
by
attempt
Christian
by Glover.
There.
Glover helps out. Thompson gets the rebound.
Christian Carter took that charge on full. Probably should have got a call there, but still turned the basket away without giving up a foul as well.
Loudermill with the basket. Over to Fritz. Fritz, the look for three, the knockdown for three. TJ Fritz, his third three-pointer of the night.
He looked way more comfortable shooting on this side of the court. We're going to see how that plays out.
Again, coming off that broken bone in his hand. Shaking off the rust and making a contribution. Inside, the shot no good. Again, Bruins defense, Christian Carter denying the initial drive by Bennett. And a foul's going to be called against Carter. Christian not agreeing with that call.
I'm with him. I think Bennett got the best of that exchange. He even got a shot up top to his head.
2 free throws for Andrew Bennett upcoming.
This game has been pretty chippy. There's been a lot of physicality in this one. This is kind of tailor-made for Andrew Bennett.
Bennett, 6'7" out of Hawthorne, New Jersey. Off the mark with the free throw attempt.
If you're York, that's where you got to take advantage of this. You've kind of gotten the benefit of the calls tonight, shooting your 11th and now 12th free throw of the evening. You got to make those count.
0 for 2 from the charity stripe is Bennett. Bruins fans giving him a little bit of grief as the Bruins back on offense.
Christian Carter wanted to shoot that so bad after that last possession.
Jerome Bynum on the thread the needle pass to Christian Carter. The Bruins again with the assist to made basket.
He was going to find a way to take a shot in that possession after that foul.
Largest lead of the night for the Bruins, now 16 points.
Trayvon Dennis got away with a little bit of a carry there. He picked up his back foot.
Dribbling at the top of the key, Kobe Bonner. Shot clock down to 9. Bonner stops at the free throw line. The give to Glover. His pass intercepted by TJ Fritz. It's a one-on-one. Fritz may have gotten away with an extra step. Gets the offensive rebound. The putback is good. So the first attempt no good. The follow-up is good. The Bruins have come out to take a 42-24 lead. 7-0 run to start this second half.
TJ got away with a big-time travel there. Maybe a little bit of a makeup call for that contact on the other side of the hoop.
Just keep on playing,
That's
you know.
Right. Hey, if they don't blow the whistle, you might as well go back up with it. Yeah, you can see the officials meeting right now. The referee in the back on the right there said, "You missed that?" Hey, you got a whistle too. I don't know why you wouldn't call it.
Proving that they are human, and
that's true.
Officials and players and coaches and announcers, we're all human. We all have a lot of fun.
And for this broadcast, we're perfectly fine with them not blowing that whistle.
One final time, let's give out that text message number if you still want to join us in the second half. My number is 402-515-7654. Enjoying seeing our Bruins back in action. Thanks for the great job, Logan. Mick and the new Bruin announcer from Team Carter listening in. Let's go. C-Square 11. P.S. Ball, don't lie.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So
as long as it touches the bottom of the nylon, that's all that counts.
Glad you guys are with us once again up there in Northern California. Jimmy Allen, our new guy behind your microphone along with me here. So we're glad Jimmy's along. We'll have this dynamic duo coming at you here for the rest of the basketball season. We may do some switching off during the tournament postseason, but we'll enjoy every minute of our broadcasting of Bellevue basketball.
Happy to be here.
Bonner with the basketball for the Panthers. Almost stolen away by Christian Carter. Shot off the mark, no good. Contact made. A foul's going to be called on the floor. Makeem Loudermill. Andrew Bennett tangled up once again. It's going to go against Loudermill.
He is causing all sorts of problems for spacing underneath the hoop defensively.
Nigel Wilson comes back in. Wilson a couple inches taller than Loudermill.
Andrew Bennett is equated for 3 extra possessions for these Panthers in the second half. Already just 3 minutes in.
Jump shot up, off the mark, into the hands of TJ Fritz. Trying to find the...
Hey, Christian Carter got his hand on the ball there a little bit on that shot. Credit him for that one.
Andrew Bennett, 6'7", 255 pounds. We said he was a big man. There's your specifics. Nice job by Thompson inside to Wake. Christian Carter with the assist. Liam Thompson with the basket.
Great hesitation there by Liam, making sure that he got his defender off his feet. Got a line switch coming in for Bellevue here after this possession. It looks like you're going to have 3 guys check in early in the second half.
20-point lead for the Bruins. Again, the entry pass to Bennett. He just forces his way inside. That's going to be an offensive foul.
I say he pushed off. He's done that twice now and gotten away with it. The Bellevue players have asked the officials to look for it.
Liam Thompson holding his ground on that one. Braden Groby back in. Caleb Chang back in. Jaden Phillips back in. They join Fritz and Wilson on the floor for the Bruins.
Tell you what, York ever opens up a football team, they might be able to put Andrew Bennett on the offensive line. He's moving bodies down there.
Caleb Chang with the basketball for the Bruins as they try to get back into their offensive flow, leading by 20.
Caleb Chang's been kind of the catalyst for that tonight. This offense has been playing more in transition with him out on the floor.
Chang over to the Bellevue bench, puts up the three-point shot a little bit too short. Rebound to Kobe Bonner.
The bench wanted that one. Everybody stood up when he put that up.
Bonner, a release from the wing.
Jaden Phillips got away with a little bit of contact there. He's got to be cautious.
Here's Phillips, the pass inside to Wilson. Wilson off the glass and in. Nigel with that soft touch.
Great touch.
That short arm release that time.
The one thing he's done great all night is adjust to who's guarding him. He knows that he's got the athleticism over Andrew Bennett right now. He took advantage of it there.
Wilson trying to front Bennett. Baseline drive, clears a little space. No shot available there, however. Into the lane goes Bonner, and there's going to be another offensive foul. And again, it's Andrew Bennett who'll pick it up, trying to make himself available for a pass inside. So 2 quick fouls. That's the 4th personal.
And he's going to head to the bench. And Panther fans, if you're paying attention, he's got you 3 extra possessions. He's cost you 2 now also. Very physical, got caught back-to-back possessions. And number 33 is frustrated heading to the bench.
4 minutes have gone by in this second half. 16 to go. Chang almost had it picked from behind by Bonner. TJ Fritz gets the basketball back.
Got away a little push off there too. TJ's getting the benefits of the whistles tonight.
Phillips trying to turn the corner, bounce pass inside to Nigel Wilson. How did Nigel reach behind the basket and put that off the glass and in?
Bellevue out of their small ball lineup with a lot of size out on the court right now. They're going to take advantage of that down low a couple times.
Good ball movement by the Panthers that time down as Devondre Mayfield accounts for the basket off the assist from Trevon Dennis.
Look for them to go to Phillips to Wilson again down low. Ah.
And now the Bruins will commit the offensive foul. That's going to go against Nigel Wilson.
He was just trying to get possession there and kind of extended his arm. They're going to call that every time. I don't think he actually pushed him, but your elbow extends. There's a whistle going to be blown somewhere.
Rhino Hernandez checks back in for the Panthers. That's him with the basketball down below our broadcast position. Across the way to Dwight Glover. Now reversing the basketball. Hernandez on the baseline drive. Got caught in traffic. Caleb Chang comes away with the steal. Now Caleb works his way through teammates and opponents.
Dwight Glover, a guy that averages double-digit scoring tonight, just 1 of 6 from the field. That's a big story for York.
Fritz, the turn, the shot. He's on the ground. He'll go to the free throw line. Shot off the mark, but TJ will get 3 free throws. First year in the program for TJ.
He baited Hernandez in and fouled him there, too. That was a high basketball IQ play.
Fritz, the 6'3" junior from Manhattan, Kansas. 3 free throws upcoming here. TJ, a 70% free throw shooter on the season. There's 1 down.
And those numbers are just going up.
21-point lead now for the Bruins as Bellevue continues to pull away. Bellevue with a 11-point lead at halftime. And that one, a little friendly roll.
He has looked much more comfortable shooting on this side of the court tonight. I don't know if that's just him getting used to the injury and overcoming it, or he just looks more comfortable on this side, but he looks way more comfortable shooting on this side.
Bellevue with a 16-4 run to open this second half. Fritz comes out. Liam Thompson comes back in for the Bruins. Full court pressure by Bellevue.
Surprising, especially with a 23-point lead.
Chance to work on that. It's just a little light pressure. Not the intense full court pressure where you're trying to get a turnover, but just to take a couple of seconds off the shot clock.
Get guys comfortable out there in that set, I agree.
Drive down the left side of the baseline, the shot up and in. Count the basket for Trevon Dennis.
He gave up the basket there, but great job defensive by Caleb Chang by just keeping his guy at bay there.
There's Chang on the inside, double team down low, kick out pass to Jalen Phillips, shot no good. Panthers with the rebound, trying to run up this right side. Quick look inside, the pass too tall. Dennis tried to get it inside to Mayfield, but a little bit off the mark with that one on the incomplete. It's another turnover. Now 19 turnovers for the Panthers.
Bellevue slowing it down a little bit here. They're looking for them to take this deep into the shot clock.
The clock is your friend when you lead by 20. Chang works around traffic, then loses the handle of the basketball.
Hernandez definitely got away with a foul there. He reached around and hooked him on the right hip.
Again, good ball movement on the controlled fast break. Trevon Dennis comes away with the basket off the assist from Dwight Glover. Just the 7th turnover against the Bruins on that last possession. Wilson inside to Thompson. Thompson mugged inside. And it'll be Bellevue basketball as the pass deflected off the arm of Leaks and then off the backboard.
And checking in back in for the Bruins, number 2, Fritz, along with number 5, Loudermilk, number 11, Carter, and number 25, Bynum. Back in for the Panthers, number 11, Andini.
All right, little technical
difficulties. Yeah, thank you very much.
behind the scenes here, so we're back to the action. Here we
Hey,
go.
you at Packer to make better batteries.
Jerome Bynum works his way into the big man's territory, comes up with the basket.
Happy to see him get that shot up. He's been looking for that all night, just his 5th points of the game.
Trying to work down the baseline. Here's Mayfield. Back out to
Mayfield got with a big push there.
Hernandez, a little bit short. Nakeem Loudermill had it, now has it back.
He has been a force defensively tonight.
Loudermill with 5 rebounds. And at least 1 block, I don't know, maybe 2.
He's only got 6 points here. Look for them to get him the ball and maybe get a couple extra points for him on the stat sheet.
Bynum and Loudermill, former teammates in junior college. Fritz, too hard off the glass, stays with it and puts it back. We saw him do a similar thing back earlier in this half. TJ Fritz now with 14 points. That ties him with Nigel Wilson for the team lead.
He absolutely drilled Wandale Ndidi there, too. Ndidi took a great shot at the chops and took it like a champ.
Leaks with the left-handed shot, no good. Here's Bynum. That one swatted off the referee and out of bounds. Good hustle play on defense by Devondre Mayfield to get back on defense to deny that breakaway. Liam Thompson quickly back in for the Bruins.
Nakeem Loudermill letting everybody know how open he is right now. He wants another shot at this basket.
Into the game for the Panthers comes Jordan Marble. I think that's the first time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah, he's got 0 minutes so far, so he's making his debut tonight.
Senior out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Former home of former President Gerald R. Ford, who was born in Omaha. Historical fun fact, huh?
Right there off Park Avenue, right? 30th Park Avenue.
Yeah, very good.
For those
tie up inside, held ball, possession arrow points to Bellevue.
For those of our fans that are in the field club area tonight.
Yeah, go down and smell the roses there. Entry pass to Thompson, working one-on-one down low. Thompson with the height advantage. Left-handed shot, a little bit too short. Good job on defense by DJ Leaks, who also comes away with a defensive rebound.
Liam got that shot to go early in the first half. I'm kind of surprised that's the first time he's gone back to it.
Drive to the basket, count it for DJ Leaks. Little slap of the backboard. 12 minutes remaining in tonight's contest. Bruins lead it by 21 points, 55-34 our score.
Jaden Phillips letting everybody in the arena know, yes, I am 6'6".
Bruins outscoring the Panthers by 9 points in the first half, 10 points thus far here in the second. Loudermill from the elbow.
He got that shot he was calling for. He was standing right there when he raised his hand on that 2 possessions ago.
One dribble to the left, knocks it down for Loudermill, now 8 points. Whistle blows, it'll be on the floor.
Hakeem's got to let that one go. That's one of those things. You're never getting that ball, even with the massive size advantage he had there.
Third personal foul against Loudermill. 5 team fouls against the Bruins, 3 against the Panthers, as York will maintain possession here in the front court.
I think this is the first time we've kind of seen this set of lineups against each other tonight. It's going to be interesting to see what Wally Ndidi is able to do down low with only the size advantage of Nigel Wilson on the floor.
Caleb Chang picks up his third personal. Now 6 team fouls against the Bruins, so York will be shooting in the 1-and-1 on the next Bellevue team foul. Marble from 3 points off the back of the iron, tipped to the basket, a whistle blows as a volleyball comes flying out onto the court. One of the youngsters in the stands let it slip out of his hands.
I believe that's Bill Mullen's son.
Yeah, so there we go.
Who's watching these kids?
Bill turning red across the way at the scorer's table.
Great job by Jaden Phillips there, creating space defensively, just without getting a foul, making that turnover happen.
Leaks tries the up and under, can't get it. Leaks to leave behind for Nigel Wilson. Nigel off balance shot, stays with it, and goes and puts it in the hoop.
Jaden doing his best to get on SportsCenter tonight, slapping the backboard, and then a behind the back pass there. The luxuries of being up 59-34.
Again, that's one of the things that Lucas Gabriel's talked about all season long about how unselfish this team is. They like to, they take as much satisfaction as assisting as they do in making the basket. Nice move down the right side of the lane by
Cam Clarity.
That is Cam Clarity.
He only has played 3 minutes in this game, and the fact that he's able to give you that kind of basket kind of surprising. He hasn't got more playing time tonight.
He'll be at the free throw line for the and one shot. And he'll make it the old-fashioned way. Back in for the Panthers comes Trevon Dennis.
Cam Clarity, a 6'1" junior from Cypress Springs, Texas. Looks a little bit bigger than 6'1". He might be the first guy to ever not get credit on the stat sheet.
Bellevue back to work on offense. Here's Loudermill, now Groby. Working with Wilson on the give and go inside. Wilson with a nice move, let the defenders fly by, turn the other way, and put it off the glass and in.
Just one thing that Bellevue's done great tonight is just baiting defenders into getting off their feet. They've made it happen several times tonight.
Stolen by Jaden Phillips. He's got a 1-on-2 break, and the York defender is able to stop that one and force the turnover.
Jaden, when you guys do film, tell coach that's why you do behind the back passes. That never would have happened.
Leaks trying to drive in the lane, help defense, and a whistle blows. His body's head of the floor.
It's been a common theme tonight. I thought it was Christmas sweater night, not fight night.
Bodies flying left and right. Halfway through the second half, 9:59 officially on the clock. Panthers in the bonus. DJ Leaks will head to the free throw line for the, excuse me, for the 1-and-1.
And checking in for the Bruins. We'll get back to that after the 1-and-1 for the Panthers.
Front end is good. 61-38. 23-point lead for the home team. Bellevue scored 100 points this last time out in the victory over an overmatched Union College squad, 100-40. Bruins probably won't get to the century mark tonight, but doing well offensively.
Yeah, they're pretty close. They got a shot with 9 minutes left. They can start shooting it from three-point land, making it sure they pad the stats.
Deflected pass inside into the hands of Liam Thompson. Here's Jerome Bynum. Found out in interviewing Jerome a couple weeks ago was Uncle Will Bynum, former member of the Detroit Pistons, amongst a couple of NBA teams. The Bruins, Bynum, right place, right time after that Los basketball.
Jerome patiently waited for that rebound, and it just happened to have an over-the-back foul call, too.
So a free throw upcoming for Jerome, the Chicago native.
For those of you counting at home, that just means 37 more till 100.
I didn't have enough fingers to get up that high there.
Carry the one? Yep, 37, okay.
Jerome up and in.
36.
Bruins 7 out of 8 from the free throw line tonight. A good percentage, just haven't shot a real ton of them. Nice drive in the base by Cam Clardy.
He's had a great couple of minutes here. I'm going to be surprised if he comes off the floor at all for the rest of this game.
Clardy averaging only about 4 points per game on the season for the Panthers, but having a good night tonight.
He's been the spark they've needed off this bench. That's as important as your starting five. Giving you a guy to give you some energy off the bench is as important as anything in this game.
DJ Leaks commits the foul, first personal, 5th team foul against York. Fritz from the corner, too strong on that one. Panthers with the board and trying to push it up the right side as Clardy once again working against Liam Thompson. Clardy from the side of the free throw area knocks it down.
On fire. The one impressive thing about Coach Gabriel's team right now is despite being up 23 points, they're still making the extra pass and being very smart about their decision making, which shots they're taking. No selfish basketball like you alluded to a minute ago.
Let's see how much time the Bruins, see if they take a few extra seconds off of each possession from here to the end of the game. Shot clock into single digits. Somehow TJ gets through that double team. A shot off the mark, however.
I don't even think they're intentionally running the shot clock down. I just think they're trying to get the extra pass and making sure they take the right shot selection here.
Bounce pass inside to Marble. He'll kick it out. Clardy from the corner. That one is good. It's the Cam Clardy show for the York University Panthers. 8:08 remaining. Timeout on the floor. The Bruins 64. The Panthers 46. Still a big lead for Bellevue, but the Panthers still making it interesting.
After just 2 minutes in the first half for Cam Clarity, all he's done since coming in is played every minute since he's touched the floor, and is now 4 or 5 from the field and leads these Panthers with 10 points.
The only Panther in double digits so far. Next closest is Dennis with 8. A couple of other guys with 6 and 5, but it's been the Cam Clarity show here over the last couple of minutes.
If you're Coach Burks over there, I think the plan from here on out might just be get the ball in number 3's hands and let him cook a little bit.
All right, no more texts in the queue. Thanks to all of the folks who sent them in to us this evening. 8:08 remaining in tonight's contest. Again, the Bruins back in action on Saturday as they travel to Sioux City to take on the Morningside University Mustangs out of the Great Plains Athletic Conference.
Right now, your Bruins have 2 players in double digits. Nigel Wilson's got 18 on the night. TJ Fritz, like I said, he's looked way more comfortable shooting on this east end of the court. He's got 16 tonight for the point guard.
And 21 assists for the Bruins tonight on 26 made baskets.
Yeah, they've been looking for that extra pass from the beginning of this game, and Jerome Bynum leads all assist leaders with 5.
And Bynum with the basketball as he brings the ball up the floor against a little late backcourt pressure by guess who? Cam Clarity. Here's Christian Carter back into the game after the stoppage. Bruins doing a little perimeter work. Now inside to Thompson. To Carter. Again, shot clock into single digits. Carter with the shot off the mark. He's bumped on the shot.
I don't know who handles York's stats, but Cam Clarity's listed at 6'1". Chris Carter's listed at 6 foot. Clarity's about 3 inches taller than. They need to get that fixed.
Here's the drive to the basket by Ondidi. Off the mark on the shot. Jaden Phillips there for the rebound. Phillips picks up his 5th board of the night. Bounce pass inside to Phillips. Contact made. That's going to be a foul against Wale Ondidi. That'll be the 6th team foul against York. 4th personal against Ondidi.
Ondidi messaging over to his coach, let me stay in, I'm not ready to come out. And I agree with him. That was a little bit of a ticky-tack foul.
Back into the game comes Andrew Bennett. So switch to the big men.
He's got 4 on the game, and he's playing cautious right now. We saw how aggressive he was when he was on the court earlier, playing off the ball a little bit there. And high kneeing it down court, showing a little hustle.
No room for Leaks to penetrate, so he'll take it back out to the top of the key, reset the Panthers offense, drive left side again, denied by Wilson. Shot from the corner, misses everything.
A little frustration there by Leaks. He wanted the offense to reset, nobody moved.
Dennis off that last miss. Bruins, good ball movement into the hands of Jaden Phillips. Jump shot, a little bit short, no good. Clardy with the rebound, brings it across the timeline.
Christian Carter looking for the extra pass there. Probably should have just taken a shot. He had a wide open look at the top of the key.
Shot from Marble off the mark into the bleachers where the Bellevue student section gladly will handle that. A lot of the guys from the Bellevue baseball team over there.
Letting Marble know that he didn't hit anything but air on that destination.
Looks like my normal jump shot there. Here's Redden Groby with the basketball coming across the timeline. The face of Brutus the Bruin staring up at you there momentarily.
I don't know, Mick. I think you still get 10 and 15 a night.
Sure. Jaden Phillips just lost the handle of the basketball. Here's Clardy one-on-one against Caleb Chang, but Jaden Phillips with a big rejection, hustling down the floor, making up for that turnover.
He's been looking for that all night. We saw him slot the backboard earlier, but he's had that teed up about 3 times and finally got his big moment.
York back on offense. Here's Bennett. Little baby hook, too short. Battle for the rebound comes into the hands of Jaden Phillips.
Fouls have a lot to do with it, and I'm surprised it took him so long to go to that. That's where they were living at offensively when he was on the floor earlier.
Wilson, turnaround shot, a little bit short. Liam Thompson clears the offensive rebound. The Bruins with a fresh 20 seconds.
Nigel Wilson makes that pivot sky hook look so pretty and effortlessly.
Liam Thompson now with 7 rebounds tonight, including that offensive one. Chang, long distance 3-point attempt. That one's no good. And Liam Thompson once again, back-to-back offensive rebounds for the Bruins redshirt freshman.
I feel bad for Caleb. His stat sheet's not going to look great tonight. He's had to come help pivot up a bunch of those shots late.
Nigel Wilson with some emphasis off the assist from Caleb Chang.
Hey, when you're up 20, you can just hammer it home like that.
Top of the key, Clardy on the drive. Shot off the mark. Bennett battling against Wilson for the rebound. It's off Bennett. It'll be Bellevue basketball with 5:09 remaining.
Andrew Bennett looked up after that, made sure there wasn't a whistle for a foul after that. He's trying to stay in this game.
He's just a guy that draws contact or creates contact, maybe the better way of saying it.
DJ Leaks, big breath heading over to the bench there. He's played a lot of minutes tonight for these Panthers.
Braden Groby, Liam Thompson, Makeem Loudermill. Back to the top of the key. Jaden Phillips, he'll release. Off the mark, off the fingertips, and into the hands of Marble.
Jaden Phillips just 2 for 9 from the field tonight, but you want to see your shooters shoot, even if they're not on point, get themselves right.
Loudermill to Phillips. Jaden inside, he'll draw the foul and make the basket.
That'll help with his field goal stats.
Oh, Jaden Phillips continues to add to his personal totals and the team totals. The Bruins now with 68 points on the board. One more free throw upcoming. Back in for the Panthers comes Devin Carroll.
Coming for the Bruins.
Bruins lead back up to 22 points.
22 more. They hit that 100-point mark.
I think the largest lead was 26,
No,
if I'm not mistaken. So
according to Basic Math.
there we go. A little roll from the rim. Timeout requested by Bellevue head coach Lucas Gabriel. 4:40 to go in this one. The Bruins 69, the Panthers 46. Hey, we haven't given our coach a salute yet, so let's do that now. Lucas Gabriel, Bellevue head coach, now in his 5th season. He had a couple of stints as assistant coach prior to that. Nate Geiser has been here for the 5 years. And new coach this year, Aaron Havis. Across the way for the York University Panthers, Tree Burks, the head coach, now in his 3rd season. His assistant coaches are Corey Slaughter, Jeremiah Ahart, and Brian Gilchrist.
4:40 left to play in this one. These coaches got to be having the conversations. Hey, let's work on A, B, and C and get out of here with getting these things fixed and get ready for the next game. Be kind of surprised we don't see a couple more bench guys come in after this next time out.
A lot of guys that you see across the way on Bellevue's bench are redshirt guys this year, so we probably aren't going to see a whole lot more, but
you only got 2 guys over on York's side right now wearing hoodies.
Foul called. And that'll send Cam Clardy to the free throw line. Jaden Phillips commits his 2nd personal foul. Now that's the 9th team foul, so we're still shooting 1-1.
If you're Coach Burks for the remainder of the season, you got to find a way to get number 3 more involved in this lineup. He has been spectacular since he's touched the floor.
Clardy from Cypress Springs, Texas. Makes the first free throw. He'll get another. 10 points in 10 minutes for Clardy.
That was his 11th. This will be 12 right here if he makes this one.
Good call.
And a double up once again, courtesy of Clardy.
He has been the spark plug they've been looking for this entire game.
Into the game for the Bruins. First time tonight for Deng Jal, the junior out of Omaha. Phillips to the corner. Raiden Groby, a 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound to Makeem Loudermill. The Bruins will reset into the hands of Caleb
Great
Chang.
look in the corner, though. Go back to that.
Phillips for 3. No good.
The other corner works, too.
Devin Carroll tracks that one down for the Panthers. Under 4 minutes to go. Clardy into the lane over the outstretched arm of Deng Jal. Jal denied that initial look. Here's a size comparison between Bennett and Jal. They're both about the same height, but Bennett about twice the body size. Shot from the corner, no good. Jaden Phillips comes away with it, decides against pressing the issue on the 1-on-3 break.
That's the difference between a couple extra years on the training table, maybe.
Deng Jal, the shot from underneath, no good.
Devin Carroll played a lot of minutes, 21 for the Panthers early in this game. I think this is the first time we've seen him in the second half out there.
Clardy works his way between the double team. He'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots here. Ja will pick up his first personal foul. 10 team fouls, so 2 free throws the rest of the way for the Panthers. Terrence Kraft awaits to come in for the Bruins. Terrence, the 6'11 junior from Hayward, California, now into the ballgame first time tonight.
For the first time, number 34, Terrence Kraft, also back in for the Panthers. Number 11, Andidi.
Wale Andidi back in for the Panthers. Has another free throw attempt here for Clardy.
He has just been clutch for them all night tonight.
5 for 5 from the free throw line. Nearing the 3-minute mark remaining in the game. Here's Kraft with the basketball.
This is where you'll see Bellevue get deep into the shot clock on purpose. They've been looking for extra possession now. Now they're just running clock.
Raiden Grovey for 3. He'll knock it down.
Raiden said, I don't care about your clock. I should have made the last one. I'm making this one.
Second-year player for the Bruins. Knocks that one down to the delight of his parents here in the stands below us.
His first shot tonight, too, that went in. Good for him.
Nice drive down the left side by Devin Carroll for the basket. 72-52. That's easy math. 20-point lead for the Bruins.
Raiden, pad the stats, buddy. Go hide in the left corner one more time.
Deng Zhao, the wrist release. Deng from behind the arc, and the Bellevue bench goes crazy as Deng Zhao knocks down the
They've been waiting for that all night. They've got up an early celebration about 4 times tonight that hasn't paid off. There it was. Almost 2 minutes left to play in this one. It's just going to be free for all three-pointers, apparently.
Terrence Kraft with the defensive rebound for the Bruins. Zhao averages under a point per game, but that'll help his statistics.
If you're looking to put stuff on film for next season for Terrence Kraft, you got to love that. He gets that board and hustles back. Not only does he get the rebound, he's the first guy back on the other side of the court defensively, too.
Turnover against the Bruins. Bellevue with 10 turnovers to 21 for York. Well, Bellevue's done a good job all game long handling the basketball. York's done a better job after that horrendous first 10 minutes or so where they just couldn't do anything with the basketball.
7 turnovers in 4 minutes isn't going to help anybody's cause.
A three-pointer from the southpaw shooter Devin Carroll brings the Panthers a little bit closer, back to within 20. A minute and a half remaining in the game.
You gotta love Jaden Phillips. Nothing changes about his style. He doesn't care if he's up 20 or 2. He's one-handed, no-look passing. He's playing freely. That's what you love to see about guys just loving the game.
That pass, however, gets zinged past Deng Zhao out into the lobby.
Until he throws it in the concession stands.
Watch out, popcorn maker.
Come on, Jaden. I was giving you credit, man.
Clarity against Phillips. Across the timeline. Couple of possessions remaining in tonight's contest. Bellevue looking for its second 2-game winning string on the season. Andidi with the left-handed rebound on the offensive glass. Foul called against one of a trio of Bruins trying to defend against him down low, so he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Andidi, a junior from Arlington, Texas, town about halfway between Dallas and Fort Worth.
Jordan Marble said, I didn't drive an hour and a half not to get on the stat sheet, trying to count a three-pointer there before the end of the game.
First attempt, no good. Andidi looking for his first points of the night. 0 for 1 from the floor, 0 for 1 from the free throw line.
Not going to show up on the stat sheet tonight, but he's played incredibly tough and has been a presence for them defensively. Took 2 really big charges in that first half, too.
Deng Zhao with the defensive rebound for Bellevue as we are at the 50-second mark. Let's see if the Bruins run a play for Terrence Kraft, only one of the Bruins who has not scored tonight.
Man, you can't say enough good things. I mean, I know this is a Bellevue broadcast. You can't say enough good things. The way number 3 is played in blue. Camp Clarity has been a problem tonight.
But Terrence Kraft hustling down on defense makes the play to swat it away. The ball back to Bellevue.
He has gotten up and down the court faster than anybody since he's gotten into this game. He's shown that he deserves to be out there.
First year in the program for the Bruins. About a 1-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Here's Terrence with the basketball. Drive knocked away by Marble. Clardy with the shot up and in. 9.5 seconds left.
Man, that is 16 on the night for him and playing only 9 minutes tonight.
And most of those points coming here in the second half. as the final seconds tick down. It'll final score, the Bellevue Bruins 75, the visiting York University Panthers 57. Don't go away. We hope to have head coach Lucas Gabriel and one of the Bellevue players come on up for a post-game interview. We'll see if that happens. Sometimes coach forgets, but we'll see if we can corral him to come on up for a little interview.
Well, Mick, thank you very much for having me tonight. This was a ton of fun. I'm glad we're able to talk about a win tonight.
Very good. You brought good luck to the Bruins tonight, so keep that up all season long. The Bruins finishing 42% from the floor, just a little bit below their season average. 33% for the York Panthers. Credit that to the strong Bellevue defense.
Bill Mullins, go ahead and throw me on the stat sheet for 1 assist tonight then.
Thanks again, Jimmy, for your great work.
Much, I appreciate you.
We'll see you here next Monday when the Bruins are back in action. And
I'll let you get to Coach Gabriel. You have a great night, sir.
Sounds good. Thanks again,
much.
Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple of final stats here then. As we mentioned, the Bruins shooting 42% tonight, 30 out of 72 from field goals, 19 out of 58 for 33% for York. Bruins making 7 3-pointers to only 4 for York University. Bellevue shot 89% from the free throw line, 8 out of 9. Great percentage there. Didn't get a ton of free throws as opposed to the 21 for the Panthers. The turnovers wind up 21 against York against only 13 for Bellevue. Bellevue with 24 points off those turnovers. Bellevue wins the rebounding battle 44-40. And on assists, Bellevue with 25 assists on the game to only 9 for the York Panthers. 25 assists on 30 made field goals. That's 85%, somewhere in that category. So Lucas Gabriel will be very proud of the Bruins' effort there, finding teammates with a good look for the basket. Individual scoring, Cam Clardy with 16 points led the way for the York Panthers. Nobody else in double digits for the Panthers. Dennis had 8. Henderson had 5. Bonner had 5. Carroll had 5. Leaks had 6. Hernandez had 3. Glover with 5. Mayfield with 4. For the Bellevue Bruins, Nigel Wilson with 20 points led the way. Also 7 rebounds for Nigel. TJ Fritz had 16 points. 2 double-digit scores for the home team. In addition to those 2 guys, Makeem Loudermill had 8 points. Christian Carter had 2. Liam Thompson had 6. Jerome Bynum had 8. Raiden Groby had 3. Jaden Phillips had 9. And Deng Jal had 3. Top rebounder tonight for the Bruins was Liam Thompson with 8 boards. Nigel Wilson had 7. So a good effort for the Bruins as they now move to 4-8 on the season. With the loss, York University drops to 4-8 as well. So the same records for both teams now after tonight's contest. Again, we want to remind you that the Bellevue men will be back in action on the road on Saturday as they take on Morningside. And then they'll be back in action on December 18th here as they host Briarcliff University. That's Monday, and that'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off time. We'll have that game for you on Monday before the Christmas break. Looking down to see if Lucas Gabriel's going to remember to come on up or not. It's hard. You got the excitement of coaching a game that takes almost 2 hours. You want to get in the locker room and compliment your guys and discuss how the game went. Here he comes, hustling his way up here. We'll have Coach come up and join us. Looks like Liam Thompson is going to be our player of the game as well, so we'll talk to those 2 guys here in just a moment. All right.
Hey there.
Good, how are you?
I feel better about after that one.
Oh, yeah, that was a nice contest. I mean, you guys dominated early on, forcing a lot of turnovers. I think there were 7 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of the game. Kudos to your defense, and your offense kicked it in and got a lead and never looked back.
Well, I think we're getting better. You know, that's what we just, same message that we talked about last time. We play January 6th as our first league game, and we want to be as good as we can by then. You know, so I think we're moving in the right direction and doing what we need to do. We played 2 really good teams on Saturday and Monday, 2 more ranked teams, receiving votes and a ranked team again. So we've played a bunch of them already, and we haven't beat any ranked teams this year, so we get another chance at it. We're excited.
Very good. Some of the things we've talked about all season long, your team has done a very good job with assists to made baskets. Tonight, 25 assists on 30 made baskets. That's a great category in showing that your teammates find other teammates for good looks.
We got a bunch of unselfish guys. We got a bunch of guys that work really hard and that are unselfish. And one of my mentors, Gus Arginal, he's the head coach of Cal State San Bernardino, and he was at Arkansas for the last few years with Coach Muss and Coach Klink at Chico State. They always said, if you can get 15 assists in a game, you're really sharing it. So obviously 25 is pretty special. So it's just that's something to feel good about. But now we got to try to do it against an even better team on Saturday, right?
A+ in that category. Also another statistic that stands out: points in the paint, 44 points to 26 for the Panthers tonight. Your big guys did a great job. Wilson and Liam and Nigel and those guys that work down low, but also some of the other players who are coming in and helping out as well.
I thought McKean Loudermill gave us quite a bit in there as well. But yeah, those guys have been working their butts off on their post moves and being stronger with the ball and making just, early in the season we felt like we were getting the ball in good spots and then we weren't making quality post moves. So it's been something those guys have been working really hard at, and I agree with you. I think they did a real good job with that tonight.
And one other stat, you said that 90% of the games are won by the team that has the rebounding advantage. Again, you came out strong on the boards, 44 to 40 on the total rebounds, including offensively. You had 13 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and we felt like going into the game, we felt like if we were going to look at the scoreboard and be sad afterwards, meaning they won, we felt like they were going to get transition offense on us, a lot of it, and we felt like if we took that away, then it was just going to come down, could we keep them off the glass? And to me, we gave up too many offensive rebounds. I think they had 11, and we wanted that. I think our goal was to hold them to 8 or less. So, but we did out-rebound them 44-40, and we feel good about that. And so, for the most part, I thought we took away their transition offense and we blocked them out, which is what we wanted to do.
Let's take a look at the games on Saturday and Monday. What do you need to do in order to win those games against two tough opponents?
Yeah, well, we'll
continue to do what you're doing, obviously, but any specific things that you need to do against Morningside and Briar Cliff?
Well, a similar game plan against both of them. One thing about Morningside and Briar Cliff, and just like York, they really want to run. Morningside and Briar Cliff are two of the best transition offensive teams you've ever seen. They really are fabulous with their transition offense. And then, York, we felt like if we got them in the half court, we thought their transition offense was really good, but we thought if we got them in the half court, their half court offense wasn't very good. I thought we showed that tonight.
Yep.
We proved that. I don't know if you can say that about Briar Cliff and Morningside. To me, their transition offense is really good. Then their half court offense is really good. So it starts with, we got to have great transition defense. We have to at least make them play half court offense. And then you better really be locked in, and you can't make mistakes because they just have so many shooters that just make you pay for everything. So taking away transition offense is going to be huge. Out-rebounding them is going to be huge. And I think, those are good defensive teams. We're going to have to execute, and we're going to have to score some points as well. So,
okay. Well, yeah. Best of luck on the road on Saturday. We'll see you back here on Monday.
All right.
Congrats on the win tonight. 2-game winning streak.
Hey, we're moving the right direction.
Make it 3, 4, and 5 and beyond.
That'd be great. All right. Okay.
Bellevue head coach Lucas Gabriel joining us on our post-game show.
That's why he's here.
There you go. Joined now by Bellevue forward Liam Thompson, redshirt freshman, technically, right? You played a little bit last year, but didn't qualify. You still had it technically as another year of eligibility for you.
Yep.
You're from Phoenix, Arizona. Mm-hmm. I know your grandparents and family listening all the time, so let's say hello to them first before we go any further. Talk about how you got from Phoenix, Arizona to Bellevue, Nebraska. What brought you here?
Basketball brought me here. I think Coach Nate reached out and was texting me, and I came out here on a visit and loved it, and here we are.
Very good. What's different for you as a basketball player this year as opposed to last year, besides playing a heck of a lot more?
I'd say strength is probably the biggest thing. Coming in as a freshman, I feel like last year was a good opportunity to get stronger, learn the system. So, yeah.
You had 6 points tonight, but more importantly, 8 rebounds and a couple of assists. Do you go into any game thinking I've got to focus on scoring more or rebounding more, or you just kind of take what happens?
On the offensive end, you just got to take what happens. Shots will come your way. But on defense, you got to go out there, you got to defend, and you got to crash the glass and win the rebounds.
You just mentioned strength as an area of your game that you're happy with, that it's improved. Is there an area of your game yet you think you need to work on some more that you're not happy with?
Just offensively, just getting confident, shooting the ball better. Yeah.
You've got some new guys on the team. Some guys have returned from last year, some red shirts last year as well that you were playing with. Talk a little bit about the chemistry or the camaraderie on this team.
I thought the camaraderie has been great. It was a lot of different parts, like you said, coming into the year. But I feel like we're finally getting some momentum and gelling together and playing off each other's strengths.
It was kind of a struggle early in the season. You had some tough opponents. It's a team with new players and gelling and coming together. What do you think? Has there been a key part of the season, or is there anything that maybe has brought this team to playing a little bit better here as of late?
I just think it's week by week getting better, putting steps and then following the game plan. I feel like we're getting better at our defense and then getting back on defense specifically and then rebounding. I think we won the glass tonight, and that's what we got to do moving forward.
You sound a lot like Lucas Gabriel. You must be listening to those words he tells you, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, very good. Well, Liam, we'll let you go. Congratulations on a great night tonight, the victory, and many more on this season. A couple more coming up this weekend.
All right, thank you.
All right, Liam Thompson joining us on our post-game wrap-up tonight. Another great game for him and for the Bellevue Bruins as they move to 4-8 on the season with a 75-57 victory. All right, that'll wrap it up for tonight. Thanks again to Jimmy Allen for being my color commentator tonight. Thanks to Logan Grant working behind the scenes. Lucas Gabriel, head coach of the Bellevue basketball squad. Ed Lahotek, the athletic director. Mick Krupski signing off for tonight. We'll talk to you again on Monday evening right here on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Good night.